22nd week in ordinary time of the year, Friday, September 6, 2024. In today's readings, several people were critical of Paul and Jesus. Paul sees himself as a steward, a servant, and a custodian in building the community of faith. As Mother Teresa says, we are pencils in God's hands, His work tools in His fields. Paul's evangelical mission is to preach the gospel and witness its truth. He doesn't want to be caught up in gossip and admonishing those critical and judgmental of others to cease doing so. Instead, let them be found trustworthy in what is bestowed on them. We all know that gossip is a spoiler. It destroys and damages people's character and can take away from the good people do. Paul tells us that while he is not perfect, he knows nothing he can hold himself against. We are to forgo judging and holding others in contempt, especially when we do not have our rights. Paul advocates instead to let God be our judge. He does not diminish genuine fraternal corrections of one another in good faith in the spirit of building up the community and not tearing it apart. It is about loving and reaching people where they are and knowing when to prod and nudge them forward when necessary. Being judgmental can become an obstacle, a wedge in their development and endeavors. Instead, be supportive and encourage them. In the Gospel, Jesus responds to similar matters with the Pharisees on their charges. The Pharisees accuse Jesus and his disciples of not fasting enough. While John the Baptist and the Pharisees teach their disciples how to pray, they accuse Jesus' disciples of eating and drinking. In answer, Jesus made his message clear through the image of the customary marriage of the bridegroom and the wedding guests. And Jesus is the bridegroom among the expected holy one of God. So the question is, why fast? If our aim is to be united with God, Christ, whom God has chosen to reveal himself to us this week, Jesus is God's in our midst. Fasting only makes sense in his absence, not when he is there with them. He fulfills all of our longings. So the parable of old and new wineskins tells us when to let go of what is of old and stop dwelling in the past. There is good in what is vintage, for the old is good. At the same time, we need a spirit of discernment to know when to move forward and renew with time. It is one of the areas we are to tread with caution. And remember the saying that if something is not damaged, let it be and not fix it. For the old is good, and Jesus tells us. There is joy in what is vintage and of old. I'm still yours, Father Sanctus Ibe. Have a blessed day.